you will be replaced by the precious Muslim migrants who are proving to be such a great benefit to our society, as is seen again in Germany. You remember at the time we reported on it. Cologne, of course, the mainstream media didn't report on it for 3 days because, along with the police, they tried to cover it up. But it emerged on social media, the mass molestation of women in Cologne in numerous other European and German cities on the evening of New Year's Eve. And we've played the footage. We've featured the eyewitness reports from the bouncers who the women fled to for protection on that evening. They described it as a civil war. The police described it as a civil war style situation. Firecrackers, fireworks going off everywhere, being thrown at crowds. Women being groped, molested, their clothes torn off. Well, surprise, surprise, it's happened once again. This is out of the Daily Mail. 26 women, and it could be up to 30 plus, according to this report, are sexually assaulted at German concert with victims surrounded by mobs of migrant men and groped in copycat attacks like those in Cologne. A group of asylum seekers sexually assaulted numerous women at a free concert in Germany at the weekend in attacks similar to those carried out in Cologne on New Year's Eve. 3 Pakistani men, and again you saw in Cologne that the vast majority of them who were Moroccan were not arrested. 3 Pakistani men are already under arrest for 26 women filed complaints that they had been improperly touched, fondled and groped during the festival in the city of Darmstadt. Police have said the number of complainants could rise. Between 2 and 3 more men are still being sought by police as victims receive counselling when authorities try to cool down rising tensions against migrants in general, because, of course, that, again, is the main problem. It's the Islamophobia that's causing all these women to be groped, obviously. Like the mayor of Cologne, who came out a few days afterwards and said, basically, defend yourself against the rapists by keeping them at arm's length. Virtually blaming the women for what happened to them and ludicrously suggesting that that could be a solution to the problem, which is sweeping Europe, which the primary victims of this are children, Muslim migrant children in migrant camps. Do we care about them? We obviously don't care about the German people, the Swedish women. They had a report out of Norway last week which blamed the large-scale spike in sexual assaults on Nordic drinking culture. Because Nordic drinking culture is a completely new phenomenon. We've never had that before, have we? No. They refuse to even identify the fact that most of the problem is arising out of bringing in people who treat women as second-class citizens, who think that they're liable to be groped, to be sexually assaulted, because they're not wearing a frigging hijab, because they're not covered up. So now again, another case of this in Germany. How many more cases of this before feminists and so-called women's rights activists actually stand up and identify the real aggressive patriarchal culture that is causing this?